So now what I want to do is I want to bring on a member that is having success with the business, just to kind of give you a little bit of background, and I'm going to talk to Greg in just a minute, but Greg Amos just answered a postcard. Okay, I didn't know him before. He didn't know me before. There was no, he wasn't in my warm market. He wasn't a networker or anything like that I knew. He was one of the members that answered a postcard, came through the system, probably like most of you. So let's bring Greg on, and we'll have a little chat with him. Greg, are you there?
Yes, sir. Hey, Joel.
Great. So Greg, and now you're from Virginia, Greg. Maybe you can
Correct.
tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe some of either your home-based business background, what you do for a living, that type of thing, just so we can kind of get to know you a little bit.
Okay. 52 years old, currently in sales, selling like windows, doors, stuff for your house. Have quite a background in network marketing, a lot of failed attempts, and so glad I found this one because it has paid off royally in the past just few weeks. It's just amazing.
Okay, perfect. So when you first got started, Greg, now you got a postcard in the mail, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
What is it that you saw in this system, or why is it that you took that chance to say, hey, I want to give this a go? What made you kind of make that move to decide to do it?
Well, the copy on your postcard just grabbed my attention, and I guess the one line, I'm a real person, and I guess just seeing different opportunities, you're like, okay. So I think I ended up picking up the phone, calling you, and lo and behold, you're a real person. You talk to me about the opportunity, no pressure, just answered my questions, and just kind of hooked me into the whole process. Just hearing your background of what you've done, how successful you are, and you're putting all that out there for us. Just to say I'm not, just here to say how great I am. I want you to, achieve success and greatness yourself. So to me, it was a win-win conversation, and I just signed up immediately, and it's just amazing. Within a couple weeks of mailing out my 1,200, started getting checks. I said, this is real. So it's just fantastic.
Okay, perfect. So let's talk a little bit more about that, Greg. So you got started, you're excited. Now, you mentioned that you first sent out 1,200 postcards. So that's the amount that you sent out originally, or that's the first kind of amount that you purchased to get the business going?
Right.
Okay. And what kind of results have you received? Now, you don't have to give me specific. Let's stay away, because I'm kind of one of those people that's like, I'm on board with no income claims, and we're not going to flash checks around. But maybe if you can just kind of walk me through the progression, because now you've been in the business since late March,
Right.
So we're kind of in a couple of months. So maybe you can just walk me through kind of what types of things have been happening in your business in terms of, getting new members and getting matching postcards, and just how you've seen the business progressing in terms of your kind of growth of your team.
Okay. So I don't have all that in front of me, but I started on March 23rd, and then so 2 weeks after that is when I got my first gold member. So within a 4-week period, I really pushed the 1,200 out through the mail. So not everybody can do that. But just do what you can, 5 a day, 10 a day. But I just had the bug to really make this work. So within 4 weeks of signing up and getting a massive push, started getting sign-ups, and it's been at least one sign-up a week is what I'm thinking. Whether it's a basic or a basic upgraded to a gold, then getting bonus cards and mailing them out more casually. I was aggressive at the beginning, and now I'm just more in a routine of just mailing them on a weekly basis, and continuing to see growth.
Yeah. And what kind of time commitment has this been on you? Because obviously you work full time. You've got a family. Can you tell me a little bit about, and you've probably done things before, like many of us in business from home. How have you found the time commitment versus the reward so far for the business in terms of growth?
Very minimal. I mean, putting a stamp on a card. I mean, I know maybe everybody listening said it can't be that. It is that easy. I mean, just the time to put a stamp on a postcard and put it in the post office, and you're done. You take care of the phone calls. You email me and say, hey, you just got a basic, you just got a gold. And that's it. So very minimal input as far as time, and the reward, I don't even know what number to put on it. Just exponential, if you really put it on paper.
Right on. So. And now you've gotten a few gold members, a few people coming into the business. How many of those would you say you talked to before they joined the business or before they upgraded to gold?
0.
And it's I obviously know the answer because I'm the one talking to them, and even it's funny, Greg, because sometimes many of the people coming through the system, and I'm not sure if anybody knows this or not, but many of the people coming through the system, because they get their package, just upgrade to gold without even talking to me,
Wow.
Which is, I mean, how wonderful a feeling is that for you to know that people are coming through the system and buying and getting the information and getting trained and all that without you spending the time to physically have to do the sales.
Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing because, I mean, I've done opportunities where you spend hours emailing, pointing them to different portions of the back office, calling your upline. It's just a menagerie of things to try to keep them involved. And what you've put together is just fantastic, and I'm looking forward to the improvements you've mentioned just a little bit ago. So just getting bigger and better.
Right on. So where do you see this going for you and your business? I mean, let's just kind of look down into the future, what you kind of see for yourself with the Postcard Networker system down a month, 2 months, 5 months, a year, 2 years. I mean, how big do you think this is really going to be for you?
Well, I mean, my anticipation is within the next 12 months, I'll be making the full-time income and working from home like Joel Broughton. I mean, honestly, that's what I'm looking for, is full-time income, and then, just start investing in other people's lives, helping them to achieve success. And to me, that's what it's all about. It's not just for me, it's for the team that we're building and people that really need help. They're pushing every button they can, and they're still coming up short. So this is an opportunity that brings money in, relatively quickly. You can't make claims, but it is working. It works for me. So that's all I can say.
Right on. Appreciate it, Greg. And I just want to thank you personally, Greg, again for coming on the call today and kind of just sharing a little bit about your experiences thus far and some of the success that you're having. And if there was maybe one final thing that you could say to somebody who's either looking at the business for the first time or somebody who's kind of joined as a basic member and trying to figure out, is this for me? Should I do it? Is there one kind of piece of advice that you might want to give to members to, I don't know if it's to kind of like push them over the edge or kick them to get a start, but what is it maybe that you would say to a new person that, that's kind of thinking about, is this for me or can I do this type of situation?
I guess it's going to be kind of maybe a funny answer, but I've never met you, but it's kind of an off-the-cuff advice. I believe you can trust Joel. And to me that speaks volumes because I've been taken advantage of a lot of times. And I mean, to take that chance and to see that it works and to know that I can go back to the man that said, this is a real person. I'm a real person. I'm working from home full-time, and you can too. And to me, it's coming together. So jump in, go as fast as you can, and I believe you'll see the income that you're looking for.
Thanks so much, Greg. I appreciate it.